Keiichi, what were you thinking? How could you pawn off your poor child on someone else for a whole month?
Yuka's mom and my wife, Nanami, was supposed to be watching her. My name is Keiichi Sato. I'm the president of Tokimeki Kiko, a company that manufactures aircraft parts. Today is the final day of a month-long inspection tour of factories and maintenance facilities, both domestic and international.
That sure was a long business trip. You must be exhausted, right?
She's Nagisa Hatsukawa, an executive at Days Techno, an aircraft manufacturer. A little. I'm just glad the last inspection site was domestic. Oh, sorry, it's my mother-in-law.
Ah, okay. Then I'll get back to work. Have a safe trip home. I want to hear all about your trips next time.
Sure, can't wait. Hi, Mrs. Katase. What's wrong?
Keiichi, what were you thinking? How could you pawn off your poor child on someone else for a whole month?
What?
Daddy, you're coming home soon, right? I'll show you my origami when you get back. Yuka seems to be enjoying herself, so I guess this is fine, but what were you thinking?
Nanami was supposed to be watching her.
Huh? Nanami went with you on your inspection trip, didn't she?
I went on that trip alone.
Ugh, this happened 6 months ago, too. I thought she'd learned her lesson. I'm sorry about this, Keiichi.
No, I'm the one who should be apologizing for always getting you wrapped up.
It's fine. Nanami was the one who brought her to me.
She really seemed sorry 6 months ago. I can't believe she's done it again. I've been thinking for a while now about divorcing her and taking custody.
That might be for the best.
What on earth is Nanami doing? Hello, Nanami? Where are you right now?
What?
What's wrong? Wait, that voice. What? You're in another country with Hirokazu? As it turns out, my wife Nanami had gone on a trip overseas with Hirokazu Sudo, the sales director of Waku Waku Corporation, one of Tokimeki Kiko's clients.
Yeah.
Sorry about this. What are you doing? Wait, Hirokazu, is it okay for you to have a personal relationship with Nanami? Aren't you worried about your project? Anyway, you're coming back tomorrow, right? We need to talk. The next day. Just because your mom is too kind to refuse, that doesn't mean you can leave Yuka with her for a whole month. What were you thinking? And to go on holiday with another man?
I know I was wrong. To Yuka and to you. But when I'm with him, I feel like all my troubles just float away.
That's all you have to say for yourself? Can't believe this. Nanami, you've left Yuka with your mom without telling me before. That time you went on a trip with a different man? I want you to think more about Yuka.
I'm sorry.
There's more I want to say, but that can wait. There's someone I need to talk to about this, so let's go see them.
Okay. Someone we need to talk to. Why are we at Waku Waku Corporation? What does this have to do with anything?
You'll see why. Hirokazu, what's the meaning of this? This man is President Takahashi of Waku Waku Corporation. I'm sorry for committing adultery, but I understand if Keiichi's upset, but I don't see why I need to be reprimanded by you, sir. We can't just let this slide that easily. Sir, please calm down. Hirokazu, have you heard about what Nanami does for work? Not particularly. Isn't she a housewife? Nanami works at Jajan Capital. What? Jajan Capital? Isn't that the foreign investment fund that's invested in Waku Waku Corporation? That's right. The potential for legal violations like insider trading aside, as a company dealing with aircraft, we have to be extremely cautious about personal interactions with foreign interests. If we're not careful, it could lead to defense security issues. From that perspective, we have internal regulations requiring caution when it comes to relationships with foreign investment fund personnel. Moreover, we're currently participating in an aircraft noise reduction technology development project, jointly planned by the government and a major airline, aren't we? If information leaks to her and affects market prices, it would cause trouble for the airline too. This isn't just a simple affair. No way. Nanami, why didn't you tell me?
I was surprised too. On my end, having a relationship with a director-level person at an investment target is a problem too.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
Sure, we met at a bar near here, but...
You were the one who said we shouldn't talk about work too much, Nanami. Why did I say that?
When I tell people I work at a foreign investment fund, everyone asks me all sorts of things. People form these preconceptions about me, and I hated that.
So that's why. What about Mr. Sato being married to Nanami? You're in the same industry. Tokimeki Kiko isn't an investment target of Jajan Capital, and we're not subject to confidentiality management. This incident is completely unexcusable. We will be reconsidering our contract with Waku Waku Corporation. What? I understand. It's unfortunate, but unavoidable. And Nanami, I don't think we can repair our relationship anymore. Both the issue with Yuka and the affair. We're getting divorced, and I'll take custody of Yuka. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Also, I'll be requesting compensation for damages from both you and Hirokazu later.
Compensation? Okay.
Yes. There's no helping this. Hirokazu will receive appropriate disciplinary action within the company for compliance violations. I'll also contact Jajan Capital myself.
Yes.
Understood. Several days later, Hirokazu and President Takahashi went to apologize to Mr. Yamamoto, an executive at the airline that owns the noise reduction project. We sincerely apologize for this matter. We're very sorry.
This project is a joint initiative with the government and has high public visibility. Our company had high expectations for the significant role you would play as a director, Hirokazu, so this is disappointing.
Yes.
We've checked internally to see if any information was leaked. And according to the chat app you submitted, you sent the woman this. This airline uses different parts depending on when the passenger aircraft were manufactured. This isn't really a big secret, and doesn't influence anything. However, it's not the content of the information but the attitude itself that I want you to focus on. In conversations with someone you're close to, you never know what you might let slip.
Yes, I'll be more careful going forward.
For now, we'll temporarily suspend the project and thoroughly review our information management. We're also considering redelegating a large portion to Days Techno, to whom we've already been outsourcing specific areas.
What? No way. Really?
With a project of this scale, we're taking this incident very seriously.
But this project uses Waku Waku Corporation's patented technology.
Of course, we won't be moving that portion away from Waku Waku Corporation. Anyway, we'll be in touch.
Understood. A project this big is... Oh god, what should I do? Meanwhile, at Tokimeki Kiko.
Keiichi, good to see you.
Nagisa, what brings you here today?
I wanted to discuss a new project order with you in person.
I see.
We made a contract following your inspection, but Tokimeki Kiko's parts are precise and wonderful.
Thank you. I'm thrilled to be able to work with a historic aircraft manufacturer like Days Techno.
We've been in a bit of a lull in the last few years, overshadowed by Waku Waku Corporation and the Zaibatsu conglomerates.
But you broke through that, didn't you? Especially in the small passenger aircraft sector, your performance is growing rapidly. As you know, we terminated our contract with Waku Waku Corporation due to various issues. But Days Techno provides more stable work, and the instructions and specifications are clearer. We can work more smoothly than before. This might be a bit rude, but you could even call this a blessing in disguise for us.
It's not rude at all. You're right. We should be celebrating.
So, what's this new project?
Oh, right. That's what I came for. You're aware of the aircraft noise reduction project that Waku Waku Corporation was handling, of course. The majority of that project has been redelegated,
from Waku Waku Corporation to Days Techno.
What? Really?
Yes, there are concerns about information management. But since the project launched, Days Techno has been advancing rapidly. And our small passenger aircraft engine design has been pretty highly evaluated. Some of the vibration isolation structure is under Waku Waku Corporation's jurisdiction since they hold the patent. But I love for Tokimeki Kiko to work with us on this project.
Absolutely. Leave it to us.
I knew you'd say that. Then I look forward to working with you.
Likewise. Working together with Days Techno and Tokimeki Kiko, while coordinating with Waku Waku Corporation, the three companies advanced the project. And, as time passed,
The demo flight was a huge success. It was truly outstanding.
Thank you.
it's an honor to have contributed to a project like this.
We can say it has almost met practical application standards. From here on, it's fine-tuning. We'll be stationed at this airport conducting final verifications like analyzing engine noise data and adjusting sensors. So please, don't hesitate to reach out if anything comes up.
Got it.
We're counting on you. Whew, I'm so glad it went well.
Me too. KG, you're heading home now, right?
Yeah, Yuika's waiting for me.
That must be tough. It's pretty far.
I don't mind, if it's for Yuika's sake. Even after the divorce, my mother-in-law has been taking care of her, but I can't just keep relying on her. Whenever I have time, I make sure to go home. I really can't thank her enough.
That's really nice of you.
I still have some time before my train, so I'll wait here.
This might be my chance to get closer to him. I need to think of something to talk about. Keiichi, what's Yuka's favorite food?
That girl will eat anything. But her favorite food is probably omuraisu.
Oh, that's my specialty dish.
Really? Knowing you, the omuraisu you make is probably a lot fancier than what we're used to.
You bet. I'm pretty proud of it. Why am I so awkward? I was trying to flirt and ended up showing off about my omurice.
Come to think of it, on the way here, I saw Hirokazu on a date with a woman at a restaurant near here that's famous for omuraisu. I couldn't see the woman's face, but it looked a lot like Nanami.
I doubt that's the case, don't you think? Maybe she just resembles her because she's his type.
I hope so. Several days later, Miss Yamamoto is late.
She is. I wonder if something happened. This is a report meeting with Days Techno, Tokimeki Kiko, and Waku Waku Corporation all together, so it's a bit weird for her to be late.
Excuse me? President Takahashi. Wait, Nanami?
Hirokazu, do you have any idea how serious this is?
I can't believe the relationship was still continuing. Nanami was transferred to a different department after the last incident, so I thought it would be okay. That's not the point.
Should we step out?
No, I'd appreciate it if you stayed. You are involved in the project, and there are things I need to report. I see. Then let's get to the main issue. Last week, the accounting department inquired about the settlement of business trip expenses. There were irregularities in Hirokazu's expense claims and accommodation records. Irregularities? Yes, according to the project report. It was a technical meeting at a regional airport, but the expense claim was for 2 people. However, there was no company colleague accompanying him that day. When we investigated, we found that Nanami had taken the day off from work. Around the same time, we received a report from a Waku Waku Corporation employee. A restaurant staff member gossiped about how beautiful Hirokazu's girlfriend was, and the employee recognized the description. When they asked for her name, it was Nanami. I knew it. But it wasn't really fraud or anything. I was busy with work, and accidentally submitted receipts I meant to exclude from my expense claim altogether. Of course, we're not going to determine this as a fraudulent expense use based on this alone. However, As the accounting department and audit office continued their verification, even more unacceptable facts came to light. Nanami, you made contact with a Jajan Capital associate at the airport, didn't you?
Yeah, I ran into one by chance.
According to what we heard from that person, you told them that Waku Waku Corporation's noise reduction project is progressing smoothly. The content itself doesn't constitute confidential information. However, given that the other party is from a foreign investment fund that's also an investment target of our company, this is extremely problematic if you think about what position this puts us in.
As of now, no evidence of information leakage has been confirmed, but it's being treated as a problematic contact route with outside parties.
Taking all this into consideration, the Internal Compliance Committee has decided to immediately remove Hirokazu from this project. Immediately? Of course. This is a situation that could trigger mandatory reporting to the Financial Services Agency. Fortunately, there was no impact on the project's progress, but if this incident were reported in the media, the social credibility of both Waku Waku Corporation and Jajan Capital would be severely damaged. As I said before, Jajan Capital has restrictions in our internal ethics regulations requiring caution with personal interactions. You were disciplined once, and now you've forced us to bring up the issue once again. This is unacceptable. This is a preliminary report for now, and the official disciplinary action will be announced by headquarters. But you should assume that returning to work will be difficult, to say the least. What?
No way.
Keiichi, Nagisa, you have my apologies. Is this all right by you?
Yes.
I understand. I apologize again for causing trouble for all parties involved. We will review our company structure to ensure this never happens again. Hirokazu, I'm divorced from Nanami, so this might not be any of my business. But when you're involved in a project of this scale, relying solely on your own judgment is dangerous. You only think about what feels good for yourself, with no consideration for others.
If you had listened to other people's opinions and cut ties with Nanami back then, this wouldn't have happened.
You're right. Several weeks later, I can't believe I actually got fired over this. Well, what's done is done. I'll rely on Nanami for a while as I look for a new job. Nanami, I need to talk. What? Hirokazu? Kawada? From the planning department? Is that you? Why are you?
I'm sorry. I'm in love with him now. So let's break up, okay?
No way. Oh, for crying out loud. What am I gonna do?
I heard what happened. That Nanami woman is with another one of your managers.
And Hirokazu was the one who reported it. His report wasn't even anonymous, so it must have been for revenge.
Well, he wasn't involved in the project in question, so it's none of our business.
A small mercy. Anyway, we'll be conducting large-scale compliance training as soon as possible. For about 3 days.
Good luck with that.
Nanami, who had caused so much trouble for everyone around her, was severely reprimanded by Jajan Capital and fired.
All I want to do is be with someone I love.
Next, she got involved with someone in a really bad position and had to move away in a hurry. Hirokazu's reputation spread throughout the industry, and his job search struggled. He's become desperate. Damn it, if only I'd never met Nanami. Meanwhile, as for us?
Hey, that was so quiet.
It really was. Our hard work paid off.
Let's enjoy this trip to celebrate completing the project. Right, Yuka?
Yes. Nagisa, thank you, and I'm looking forward to spending more time with you.
What happened? When did you learn to talk like such a grown-up?
Grandma taught me. She said I gotta greet you properly since you'll be taking care of me from now on.